Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Advancement Center, and welcome to the world of magic and miracles, the world of hypersonic magic, and the industry of magic and miracles, and everything in between. It's fabulous to be here today. And what I've been feeling is the brilliance of this life, the brilliance of everyone, of every piece of life, even the brilliance of the flow that falls down and touches each person. The light is brilliant. The dark is brilliant. Everything is being seen if you're able to see it through your spiritual eyes in the brilliance that it always lives in. And the feeling of that brilliance is changing the human entity. I see people now and they're making eye contact, but not only eye contact, but contact between beings, being to being contact. And you can feel them saying, I'm letting go of all the things I should do that I've been told were important. And I'm just going to enjoy the connection that I feel with everything around me and everyone around me, so that all the things that we should be focusing on according to the world are simply falling away. And many will be left with that thought of something's wrong with me. I've lost the drive to do something in this world that I was told I was supposed to do. And I'm floating with what appears to be no foundation. And I may feel like I'm being derelict in my responsibilities, but I'm feeling this unbelievable connection that touches my being. That life slows down. The movement becomes gentle, and you can stand in the middle of Times Square that's moving 1,000 miles an hour and feel the peace and the slowness of a life that's rooted in your own magnificence. That feeling of there's nothing to do, where we get pushed to you gotta move, you gotta go, you gotta get to the next thing. And then you just stop and let it roll off of you. And as a friend used to say, nobody died because you stopped and got out of that flow. Nobody died because the pressure feels like you got to get it done. So there's a peace and a feeling that you can actually enjoy the brilliance. It says, stop and smell the roses. Stop and see the beauty. Stop and feel everyone. Pull back from the race that humanity has been put in, the race against each other. Step out of the race so that others can feel there is no one racing against them, and they can stop racing and enjoying everything that this life has to offer, and that your being has always had within itself. Yeah, just let the world fall away. So now I will read another chapter of this life's a hoot. In the meantime, your brain is fucked. Chapter 20, Desire. In the end, nothing really matters. Whether you have too much or not enough of the things in this physical world, all that is left to do is observe. And if you choose to balance, to enhance, and to change, you also are free to comment, to complain, and to judge. It will all depend upon which perspective you are looking from. The perspective of this life is a hoot, or the perspective of my brain is fucked. One is spirit and the other is physical. Light and dark, good and bad, love and hate, male and female, all come from the same creator, the one energy that nothing could possibly exist without coming from what we call source. So even what you choose doesn't matter because you are a part of that one energy, that source, and you are sovereign with the free will to choose without penalty. That only leaves one thing for you to do. Enjoy your life. Enjoy your choice. And if you are no longer enjoying it, change it and create something that you can enjoy. In our forgetfulness of who we are, we think we are stuck. And so we have to blame and complain. We blame others, but mostly we blame ourselves. At least when we blame ourselves, we are unconsciously recognizing that we have the power and that we created the place where we are at this moment. When we blame others, we actually give them the power to create our life. But because that self-blaming is not fully seen as an acknowledgement of our sovereignty, we don't see the next step that says, I created this place of shit that I am now in. Let me just create something more satisfactory for my life. And just like that, it is done. The old creation is dead, and the new creation has been born. It happens in the blink of an eye, hypersonic magic. And even though your life appears the same, everything has changed. For it was in that flash that you felt the surge of energy, a recognition, an awareness, a feeling that something just happened. And in fact, it just did. For you just became a walk-in. For the old consciousness that you felt was a prison, was replaced by a new consciousness that reminds you that you are free. Now you must live as though this has happened and this is true, no matter how difficult your life may appear to be. You must not put back on the coat of the old consciousness, even to death. And if you can walk in the new you as your foundation, no matter what is happening, you will begin to see the new world and new life that you have created appearing right before your eyes. And yes, you may go through this process many times, but now you know the way out. You have the path, so that each time the transition will get faster and faster to the point that it will be seamless, and you won't even know when you have entered into a new creation. It is your desire that will trigger this transformation, movement, and change. Your desire in its purest form reflects your inner self. Your desire is the vital force that moves you, and its realization is directly related to the clarity and purity of your will to change. Without the desire, we're like a flame without oxygen. But a genuine desire, free of ego and material ambition, can lead us to becoming our true selves. When we overcome a problem in our life, it's because the desire to overcome it is stronger than the desire to have it. This desire is the founding father of the words "fuck 'em" and the powerful energy that is associated with them. It brings about the words, "I've had enough. I'm not going to be afraid anymore. I'm not accepting what these circumstances are telling me to accept. Fuck 'em." Your desire is the driving force behind all your actions. Without it, we wouldn't move a finger. Everything we do is driven by the dominant desire in our heart. The desire that moves us are those that capture our attention. Our desire comes from the recognition of something we lack, something that would make our existence more complete. All our desires at their core seek personal benefit or the benefit for another. The greater the expected benefit, the more burning the desire. There is some form of benefit within every desire. Without a benefit in sight, desire wanes and actions dissipate. The spiritual you communicates with the earthly you through this language of desire. The key to advancing in life lies in the immediate response to this call. Promptly responding to this voice sets you on a path of change. Desiring something is, in a way, having a recognition of already owning it. As it was once said, you wouldn't have sought me if you hadn't already found me. By embracing the feeling of a realized desire and acting with the conviction that it has happened, even if nothing has appeared to change, we change the future in tune with that conviction. For it is our convictions that give us the power to materialize what they confirm. You can transform a distant place to here and the future to now, and bring the reality of another dimension into the present through your desire and the use of hypersonic magic. Once that desire and the force of your conviction is expressed, the mobilization of all the necessary resources are put in place to make it a reality. The force of your desire is the force that takes you to your destiny. And once you arrive there, a new destination must be plotted out because there's always more. So that in effect, you never ever reach your destination or your destiny. It is a living, changing, conscious being, driving you to continue to move and discover the unknowable, the undiscoverable, and the mystery that will never end. As you journey to the right hand of your Creator and yourself, each of us carries a tool within us that is more potent than all the world's weapons combined. It is our ability to imagine, dream, and desire. And with it, we can create any reality we wish. But the only true satisfaction comes when we recognize the divine within us. Just as the ocean reflects the moon, our spirit reflects the divine. And it is this reflection that should guide our desires. When we connect with our being and expand into these awarenesses, we align with the universe and magic happens. Our celebration is a way to acknowledge the divine in everything that we are experiencing. And when we celebrate, not just with our body, but with our spirit, we attract more reasons to rejoice. The key to creating the future is not just through our having a vision and desiring it, but also in recognizing the divinity in everything that exists. It is this awareness that gives us the power to transcend limitations and embrace the power of our being. And by doing this, we become creators of a reality that is in harmony with the cosmic flow of the universe. So once again, I say, enjoy your life. And if you don't like it, change it. You have all power within you to do this very thing. Chapter 21, Hypersonic Magic. Imagine seeing a two-dimensional flat picture of the Earth laid out like one giant city. Here you can see clearly the ley lines that are the energetic points where portals exist and pathways to other dimensions are found. Those points where the ley lines intersect are where creation itself exists. And because of that, the amount of power and energy along the ley lines, and especially at the places where they intersect, is a delivery system for magic. Every civilization that has existed here on this planet has known about these ley lines and used the magic within their energy fields to construct incredible pyramids, megaliths, temples, and healing centers that have existed for millions and billions of years, many of which are still standing today. These ley lines formed an energetic grid system that played a pivotal role in the delivery of the flow of energy and magic to humanity. The grid systems began to be utilized by the beings who were desiring to control humanity. I was one of many who took part in removing that old grid system and replacing it with a new one. So now imagine an overlay placed over the picture of the flat image of the Earth and zoom in just as you would using Google Earth to see more detail of a location. This overlay shows the extra arteries that branch off the existing ley lines and are connected to the new grid system. These arteries are switched on when the word hypersonic magic is spoken, so that instantaneously the new power grid system is put online. And the magic that is so grand and massive at those intersecting points of the ley lines can now be delivered through these arteries, which can exist wherever you are. Ley lines can now be delivered through these arteries, which can exist wherever you are. You will feel this right under your feet, and you will have all power to change, create, heal, and move yourself to any dimension that you wish. This is just the beginning. There are endless number of applications that will come to your awareness through the transmission of hypersonic magic. This energy and this hypersonic magic is coming directly from the inside of the Earth. She is a massive source of power and magic, a living conscious being and an aspect of the one energy and creator that was created to deliver what she has to deliver. There is no way to fathom the depths of her grandness, unknowable and indescribable, with beauty and power that can't be measured. She is now opening this door to us so that we can connect to another level and layer of her consciousness and her power. When you speak those words, hypersonic magic, see and feel the one we call Gaia. Feel her majesty and magnificence as she delivers a transmission to you of the highest order. She has been waiting for many years for us to come to this place where she can assist us in our desire to raise the vibration and consciousness of the human entity that resides upon her. This is a great day of revealment for all humankind. The animals, nature itself, And some beings that are sensitive to Gaia have long since been aware of her gifts, but now all humanity can enter into that relationship with her as well. Just like us, that her that sits at the right hand of the Creator is coming forward to inhabit her and take her to the remembrance of who she really is. Therefore, we are supporting the change within each other, and we are using our gifts and abilities to assist each other in the arrival into the new world. Through the ley lines and their associated arteries, she is becoming a vessel for hypersonic magic. And through our remembrance of who we truly are, we are healing her from humanity's past transgressions. It is a sacred union and a return to a partnership of mutual upliftment of all life everywhere. So I conclude with these words of honor, respect, recognition, gratitude, and love for this beautiful planet Earth that we call Gaia. I saw you at the time of your birth, a spectacular celestial event. You were beautiful, shades of blue and green, your body soft with curves and rolling hills, your heart pouring out a beacon of love, unlimited for all who would inhabit you. You were a jewel in the cosmos, and I fell in love with you. I chose to shine my light upon you and support all life that chose to exist upon you. I did this because I loved you. I watched as some of those life forms abused you and caused you great suffering. In spite of that, you continue to love, and so I continue to shine. The time has finally come when I can be with you. I have waited for eons, and finally, you are free. We shall dance and play and merge. The new humanity will reside on the new you, and the new me will once again shine upon you. Peace and joy to you, my beloved Gaia. I am the sun. And my love for you has always been unconditional. Now the magic will be released as all things have been brought to their perfection at the perfect time. Release the magic. Release the hypersonic magic. We've only just begun to live. White lace and promises. A kiss for luck, and we're on our way. Before the rising sun, we fly. So many roads to choose. We'll start out walking and learn to run. And yes, we've just begun. Sharing horizons that are new to us. Watching the signs along the way. Talking it over, just the two of us. Working together day to day. Together. And when the evening comes, we smile. So much of life ahead. We'll find a place where there's room to grow. And yes, we've just begun. Sharing the horizons that are new to us. Watching the signs along the way. Talking it over, just the two of us. Working together day to day. Together. Together. And when the evening comes, we smile. So much of life ahead. We'll find a place where there's room to grow. And yes, we've just begun. And yes, we've just begun. Cheers, everyone. And thank you for joining me. It's quite a day. I am your friend, and I am David.